What's up guys, it's your boy Turnbuster65 back up in this, and today we are back here on Cube episode 6. Yes, this is episode 6 right here, where we left off from last time with the calm rage quit. I thought at first I wanted to add it, solving it this and the other in the end, but you'll see why I made this a separate episode. But as you can see here, I started out initially by doing a strategy that I had thought of in the initial one, but more fully realized here. And then seeing that didn't work, I just skipped on into the next one, which is the actual solution to this. So first, I messed around here and just flipped this over here. I had a thought, okay, well, what if I did this here? Boom. I see this here, and then it makes me get the thought of, okay, maybe if I had blue on the side and put it to the yellow over there, that would be it. And then realizing it after I tried the other thing, that must have been the way. Because if it wasn't that, well, then what the hell else was it? So I decided to put that there, test it out, and boom, there we go. So the puzzle that took me over 20 minutes to struggle on before only took me about 3 minutes there. I sped it up a little bit, so this is a new recording separate from the other one I did from the time I rage quit in episode 4, I believe. But moving on to this puzzle here, I kind of want to get a look at it to see what it is, because I see one on all 4 sides, directions of the thing. So I rotated around to see, and it turns out the first one that was initially on is the one I need to keep it on. Red needed to be there because it's the platform, and then the rest came to me. Purple needs to be at the top, yellow on the right, and blue on the bottom there. And basically what I tried and thought was the solution of the last puzzle is going to be the solution of this one, where I need the catapult of blue to come onto the side of red. I wanted to come onto the side of yellow on the last one. That's what I needed to do. I could have did this on the first try if I didn't do something stupid. I thought I was going to roll down, but I just let it go down here, push it with the yellow, boom, and then instead of extending it, I retracted it because I pressed the wrong button. So I go back over here, do it again, and yeah, take it away, me. Whew, there we go. Jesus, man. Okay.
Okay, fingers crossed you're hearing this. The man on your radio? This 919 person? Mission Control say that 7 years ago, they had a space shuttle malfunction and fall out of orbit. The shuttle's name was 919. They lost contact. It drifted out into deep space, and everyone assumed the astronaut on board was dead. It's possible that his suit kept him alive. There's a photosynthetic layer, just like yours, that converts light into proteins and oxygen. But they didn't think it could last that long. The astronaut's name was Jonathan Burns. And if he is Jonathan Burns, he's been alone in the dark for a very, very long time. He'll be confused. He may not know where he is or who he is. Here we go. I'm orbiting out of range. I'm warning you. Deep space and isolation destroy the mind. Don't listen to that voice.
Whew. What's up guys, it's your boy Turnbuster65 back up in this, and today we are playing again Q.U.B.E Director's Cut. This should be episode 6, so probably the last episode, since we've now discovered that, well, whatever narrative she's telling us, whatever narrative he's telling us, I'm not sure who's telling the truth anymore. That looks pretty cool. But I'm just gonna wait till it just shuffles down to get up here. But yeah, this is a very interesting game. Well, the base game. What is this? Okay, I was about to say, you're taking me up or you're not taking me up. Anyway, the base game had none of this in here. Only the director's cut has the narration between these two voices, which I both adore for different reasons. Ooh. Speaking of here, hopefully you don't lose your mind over this trippy effect. It's one thing I like about this game. It's sort of the different things it does with the cubes. It has variation to it. Doesn't feel linear with the 3D object. I don't know how. Oof. I kind of actually. Well, that whole joke was just cringy. I'll just shut up. Anyways. Oof. This game messes with your mind. As it's messing with mine, looking up over here and seeing this looks like floor, but alas, this is floor. Oh man, now we move on to a puzzle that's starting to use a good amount of your brain. Is this here? Well, let's check out and see what it is. Boom. Yep. They have their own green block to use now. But this is not where I want to use this at. So, first, if I think I have to go here, launch that onto there, but I need something to land that on. I think that's the thing I need to land on, so let me just move this. Whoa. Alright. Wait a second. Was that the thing it could? No. Because it's there. So where? Well, this certainly is a thing. Do that. Certainly is a thing I need to drop something on. Or maybe that's where I need to go, right? Oh. That's it. That's completely it. I need to move this first to over here. Whoa. Frick. I'm totally hitting the right one, but that's fine. All right. Well. Okay, so this game is a little buggy sometimes with the way you're pressing the buttons here. So in this instance, I have to press right to go left and left to go right. I don't know why, but yeah. Anyways, I need to land there. I need that to land there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, right. I know what I need this to do. If I'm correct. I need this to land onto me first. Right. Because I need to use this to get up. There we go. And now, what I need to do is solve the rest of this for myself. Imagine. What's up again? Yeah, it's me. I know. You're probably a little tired of me at this point. I am too, but unfortunately, past Josh took himself over 40 minutes in this recording here to do this puzzle, and then present Josh did another, well, soon to be past Josh too, took another 10-15 just to finish it. So altogether this puzzle took me 50 plus minutes to do, which is ridiculous. I'm just gonna be going over here some of the ideas I try to do, like this one, where initially I almost had it figured out from the jump. You are supposed to have the purple up there, the yellow up there, and that green cube is supposed to be on the pillar of the yellow right there. And what I do at that point is I turn around, look at that blue thing right there. As I go to trampoline off of it, I go, get up in the air, suspend myself, and then aim the cursor to the purple so I can land on the yellow platform, and then turn it around again so I can jump up there. But what I didn't realize at the time, I now realized after doing it here, I said for 10 minutes before adding it to this recording session I did several days ago, and Yeah. Pretty interesting learning experience. Right now, you're seeing what I did from 5 days ago, so I'm not sure whether I want to explain my thought process here or if I just want to talk about something, make this a little podcast segment. As if I explain what I'm trying to do here, it's just going to drive me insane. So I'm probably just going to talk about what I've done within this year so far. So this year, what I've done, not too much actually. I've just been chilling at home. I don't want to say unemployed because there's a difference between unemployed and jobless. I'm not actively pursuing a job. I've been jobless for the past 2.5 months. I quit my former job early November after the incident that transpired 2 to 3 weeks prior to Halloween. No, I think it was the week before Halloween, actually. An incident occurred where basically, no. Yeah. This incident occurred it's incident occurred September because my boss was doing something. Long story short, the system that we used to register up people was going away at the end of September. And we've used this system since, at least I've been there. She's been using the system since she started opening, from what I'm gathering. But unbeknownst to me, I didn't know the software will still be able to book stuff on there. We use it to book clients. We use it to save their information. We take their intake forms, all this and that. I thought that whole thing was going away. No, it was just the merchant processing part, which was ringing up people's credit cards. At that time, we could still take their money. We could still take, she had to convert the whole Venmo system over there. We could still take money in checks. That's what we can do. We just couldn't process credit cards. But that incident there, I stayed late so I can put up a system there to where we could book people. Because at that time, I didn't know we could still book people with the system because I thought the whole system was going away. Anyway, me and my boss had a conflict there. Long story short, I put in my 2 weeks notice and I worked there for 2.5 more weeks after that incident. I left the third Saturday from that time. And I'm thankful for working that position because it's helped me develop. Yeah, I'm thankful for it. I mean, it was kind of a toxic place to work with, but at the same time, it helped me develop more as a person. I was 19 when I originally went over there, and this was in November of 2019 when I went over there. Initially, this was coming off from when I got fired from Target a month prior for having a second no call, no show from when they messed up my schedule because I was attending school at that time. I was still attending school when I applied and worked for my former place. And I also worked at Dollar Tree just before I went to the spot over here, but I digress on that tangent. And within the year and a half, I left in 2021. So actually, in the almost 2 years that I worked there, I've learned how to take care for responsibilities, managing wise, with finances over there, the register, customer service, dealing with people on the phone, dealing with people coming in, kind of being the front of the house, front desk sort of personality. Kind of what it's helped me to do because, first she gave me some sort of training thing over here. She taught me around the place, and then there was another receptionist person that was there at the time to show me the ropes, or I was working with for 2 to 3 weeks, and then became the morning person and I became the afternoon closing person. Or they were opening, I was closing, and then there was a Saturday person over there. But it's taught me a lot of things. I became more social as I had to interact with people. I had to do more than just saying, hey, blah, blah, blah. I really started to pressure that sociability last summer, actually, though, few months prior to when I left. And I socialized with a good amount of people. And even before that, I made a few friends. Even that job has landed me to have lunch with a couple of people, I want to say a month or two ago. They're an older couple. They're in their 60s, and we went to a restaurant in my area. I can't exactly say it as it would kind of reveal who I am. Or actually, no, screw it, I'm going to say it. The Q.U.B.E. It's a sort of Greek Mediterranean, not buffet necessarily, but kind of what you would go to if you're going to the Chipotle. You can see them dumping their food there live, or even Subway, you could say. It's a really interesting place. I recommend if you're in the coastal Virginia area to go to a Q.U.B.E. and try it out. They got some good food. I got myself a bowl and we just kind of chatted for a bit over here about stuff, and they're just great people. I mean, they've been coming in the business for over a decade before it closed. Yeah, the business closed in November. I mean, she had to close because she was already getting in financial straits. We got affected by the pandemic last year. We had to close in March, and then we reopened in June of 2020. Not last year, I meant to say 2020, during the pandemic year. Apologies, but just been a good amount of things going on, and now I'm looking forward to getting myself back on track with school. I took a break from school in the pandemic year, as well as I mentally couldn't handle the adjustment from being in person to online. So I needed to take a mental break from that, deal with my job. I eventually did go back to school last year, and during the fall semester I took 2 courses, and I passed one and I failed the other. A little disappointed in myself over here, or actually more than a little disappointment. Point is, now I'm uncertain to where to go. Do I want to continue with school, or do I want to pursue what I want to do, which is actually music? Maybe some form of music management, being a music artist. I've had this passion for several years now, since I was 17, when I released my first song amateurly. And the difference in that song to the songs I make now, it's significant, but it's not studio level ready yet. I don't exactly have the proper equipment, but I'm gonna keep pushing on and continuing with myself with that endeavor. And you'll hear some of my songs that you've already heard. You watch my videos, you hear some of the instrumentals or songs I use. Those are all original, unless it's a full instrumental, which it might be done for someone else, which I'll give credit to in the description below. But as you see here, I finally found the solution to the puzzle, which I mentioned earlier. I do this a little ghettoly, as I did it from this side here, which I didn't need to do, but any side could work out. So I struggled to push the arrow, but that's what I need to do. That right there. And then I believe here is where I get it. Oh no, this is where I fall. I took a moment here to pause, as I had a calm rage brewing, but yeah, anyway, go ahead and transition here soon. Enjoy the rest of these tunes, and see you on the flip side. Bye. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was stupid. That whole puzzle was stupid. That whole puzzle was stupid. That whole puzzle was stupid. That was just so stupid. The whole puzzle was stupid. I'm not even going to show you the 40 minutes of that part. I'm just going to cut straight. I don't even know. But I'll be damned. No, we're not ending off the episode right there. No. We're not ending off the episode on one puzzle. We're keeping going. I don't care anymore. Hey Zeus. Hey Zeus, I need to be struck by lightning. But the lover coming with his hands like... Okay, I messed up that bar. But it's all good though. Whew. Anyway, what we got for here? What we got going on? Seems kind of light. I see the basis of it though. I'll need something to kind of get here, break this. I see the bases. It's gonna be a ball, or it's gonna be a cube again. It's gonna be a cube. Alright. So where's the best place for this cube to go? My answer Let me do a proper evaluation. Well, the cube will need to be there, so it'll need to be there, it'll need to be pushed up there and booped. That's what it appears to me would need to happen. Now that spot, no, see, actually, what would this do? If I put this here, what would this do? Gotcha. I kind of need to rotate it to where I have this crack, because if it doesn't go up to the crack, I don't think it's going to do anything. Plus, look at that, it's radiating blue. It gives me a hint right there. It's like, the blue needs to go here, whereas the blue isn't there, so the blue is going to remain here. Now, let's see. Let's see, which one of these? I gotta leave this. Not that one. That's just nothing at all. Definitely not that. I think I had it right. I think it was already set to where it could be a green thing. Yeah. I think I just ruined it. LOL. Yeah, wait a second. They use the same position. 4 to the left. 4 to the left. 4 to the left. Oh, true. Word. Word. I even peeped that. It's even more interesting. I think if I put the green there, this will move. This is move. Like if I leave, okay, so if I put a red per se here, alright? Oh, bro, I did the wrong way for that. Frick. Well, I disrupted the balance. I don't know if it was good or not. No, it definitely wasn't good. Okay, we've messed that up. We messed it up. Messed it up entirely. Alright. The point is to get that moving 1 cube to the left. Okay, so I think I was doing a good thing with the red. I had a good idea with the red. I had a good idea. There we go. Alright. So now I'm going to make that into... Actually, let's do this first. And then to the blue. Make it to the yellow. And now... Woo! Yes, sir. And now our way is to go down, down, baby. Low street in the Range Rover. Street sweeper, baby. Can't go that way, oh no. But we can go this way. Hey, hey. And now we just need this to go there. So I'm gonna go ahead. Set this back. Rotate this here. But oh, right. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna do one more and then the episode will end for real.
I'm running out of power. If you don't believe me now, this may be your last chance. She's lying. That's how people lie, with lots of little details. They tell you about a date, a time, a name. It makes it seem real, but it's not real. Christ, we're probably in the same goddamn box. I'm going to bang on the wall. Listen.
I'm listening.
I don't know if you can hear me banging, But you have to believe what I'm saying. Wait. Oh my God. The name they told you, Jonathan Burns. It's not a name, it's a threat. You're Jonathan, and they're going to burn you. Jesus Christ, they're going to make you walk right into the incinerator. Oh. I'm losing signal. Don't listen to her.
What the frick? I'm so lost at this point over here, man. Everything's just burning. There's fire. This is just... Where is this, man? See, the cubes are burning for sure. Maybe he's right. Maybe she's wrong.
You need to get out of there right now. The whole thing is coming apart.
Uh-oh.
There's an escape shuttle dead ahead. Get in and go.
What?
No, it's not a shuttle. It's a coffin. And they want you to launch yourself into the incinerator. You knew the second you woke up here. I know you knew it. Our fingers are crossed behind our back.
Go! Don't listen to him. He's crazy. He's lying. I don't know. Get in a shuttle.
What do I do?
They're trying to jam my signal. Don't listen to her.
Please, I don't want you to die.
That's the only thing they want.
Frick, well...
I'm moving out of range. Please go!
Do you think it's a coincidence there are no windows to prove you're in outer space? They already buried you. Don't kill yourself for them too.
God. I don't know what to do. What do I do? Can I can't go over the railing, well. You know, there's no other way, so I guess this is it.
Keep going. You're a hero. The president is on the line waiting to talk to you.
The president's not down there. No one's down there. No. What the hell are you doing? Stop it. Get out. For God's sake, get
We're all
out.
waiting for you. Everyone's waiting for you. The whole planet, your wife's there. Your entire life is waiting for you at the end.
This is the end. They're gonna burn you alive. You can still stop it. Remember that. Smash up the bones. Please don't leave me.
Director's cut. So we hop into the escape
This is
pod.
Mission Control. Damn, it's good to see you. We have someone special on the line for you.
It's me. Oh my gosh, you're okay. I knew you would do it. I knew you would, but just come home now, okay? Please, just come home. Here's something I never thought I'd say. The president wants to talk to you.
Go ahead, sir.
Well, thank you just doesn't quite cut it, does it? You haven't just saved the lives of every person on this planet. You found a life we thought was lost forever. Captain Jonathan Burns, Shuttle Line 19. And Captain Burns, now we know you're out there. We will not rest until we bring you home, no matter what. I assure you, you are found. As for you, you may have had your doubts through all this, but you persevered. In life, we don't get proof until it's done. That's how humanity achieves great things. By having faith in the possibility of good.
There you go, right there. I might have needed to turn up the game volume for that, as it might have affected how you heard all that, but I'll probably put a little headphones warning for that. Let's hear that part. Anyway, thank you guys for coming along, watching this with me here. It was nice to have you all aboard. Appreciate any views at all, whether they view it now or view it a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, whatever life has in store. Thanks for watching. Like this video and subscribe to become a treader today. Peace and good night. Rest in peace, Christine Hall. My condolences. Toxic Games, Grip Games, 2015. Sure was toxic. Sorry, I can't help myself.